Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me for my review of Montecito by Belle Tress from their City collection in the color Raw Sugar Blonde R. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. So I'm going to put in the stock photo of Montecito so you can see what it's meant to look like. And here we have it straight out of the box. Comes with a net. As you can see, this is a shorter, about chin length bob, and I really wanted something like that for the spring summer season coming, and it's just easier to wear in the heat. So let's look at the cap construction. We have a mono part, and that extends all the way back to the crown, so it gives you that really natural part all the way back to the crown. You have an extended lace front. You have a velvet covered ear tabs with metal stays in them, extended velvet nape with Velcro adjusters, and nice stretch in this cap. This is what Montecito looks like straight out of the box. You can see it has a few layers here at the front, but obviously we will going to look at them in more detail once I have it on. So let's put it on. So here it is. It's very cute. A little bit of a flopper at the minute, but we will hopefully solve that in a minute. And just show it to you straight out of the box. Great bob. Great for every day. So let me just get rid of that zigzag parting. And let's comb it through. Very cute. I have some flyaways here, and you can tame them either with water or with wig-friendly hairspray. And now that I got rid of the zigzag parting, you can see it's not as face floppy, but still a little bit. So what I do with that in the meantime, because I don't want to use any heat at the moment, is just massage the knots backwards, and then it gives you a temporary idea of what it looks like. This is not going to last, and you probably have to do that a few times. Here we get a really good idea of this style. It's definitely a very pretty style. So you have these layers here, short, framing your face, and then a little bit more around the front towards the bottom. Right, let's look at the lace front. Really well done, I think. Transition into the ear tabs, and the ear tabs finish on me here. So nice coverage. You don't really have the bend effect here. Let's look at the part. Again, really nicely done. So you can see straight through it to your scalp, so you get that natural look of a part like your bio hair would act. So this is really lovely. Lovely movement. But yeah, as I said, this one is a bit of a face flop. What I will do whilst I'm doing this review, I'm going to put a little bit of water on it, massage it back, and then clip it back and let it dry. And then let's see what that does. So whilst this is happening, let's talk about the fit. So straight out of the box, the adjusters were about halfway in. It fits me a little bit tight. My circumference with my hair growth is about 21.75. So, but I also like to wear my wigs quite loose. That is something to bear in mind. So if I say this fits tight, that might be the exact feeling that you want for you to feel that the wigs is secure. So I now have moved it out to the furthest possible setting. Really comfortable now for how I like to wear it. There is a little bit of gapping here at the back. There is stretch in this cap. So I do think this is an average sized cap. I think if you have a smaller circumference than mine, that would fit you because there is lots of room to tighten it here. You might just still have this kind of bagging here at the back, and it might be a bit more when you have a smaller circumference. So the fibers, these are heat-friendly fibers as we are used to from Belle Tress. They are always nice straight out of the box, and because you have this length, it doesn't really rub on your clothes as much as a long one would. And because this is a straight wig, you can use your heat tools really easily. You don't need to worry about keeping the waves or the curls in place. So as soon as you see a little bit of frizz, you can just add that heat to it. Just check the manufacturer's guidelines on what the temperature should be like. Density. Now, in terms of permatease, there's nothing big and poofy here. There is a little bit of tease around the open wefts just to disguise the weft. So when the wind goes, it kind of helps to disguise them. The actual density itself, I think this is a natural low density. When we look at the ponytail, it's not huge and it's not really tiny either. So I do think this is a low density wig, and it feels light and natural on. It's really lovely. Exactly what I was after for the spring and the summertime. So let's talk about the color, Raw Sugar Blonde. I love this color. It's one of my favorite colors by Belle Tress. I think it's a neutral leaning warm color, and you have some light sandy browns and light golden brown lowlights, which gives you really depth and natural contrast. And then you have some highlights of honey blonde, pale gold blonde, and champagne blonde highlights. And that gives you that kind of brightness, moving it away from a completely warm color more to a neutral color. And then you have a medium brown root. Here's the color outside, so hopefully that will give you a good idea of what this color looks like outside in the natural daylight. Indoors, I have light coming from the top and the bank of windows here. Right, so let's look. This hasn't dried yet, but I just want to show you what that does just in this short period of time. So out of the way already. So now what you also could do to speed up the process is clip it back how you wanted it, and then just add a hairdryer heat to it, and then you will have this look more set. And just make sure that when you use heat, you let it cool, and then it will remain the way you styled it. So let's talk about styling. So these are heat-friendly fibers. So if you don't like these kind of curved ends here, you can just straighten this out. Gives it, I think, a bit more of an edgy look, or edgier look, if I can show that. It's hard to show, but it gives you hopefully a bit of an idea. Obviously you can add a little bit of a wave or curl to it if you wanted to. Ponytail, it is just about long enough. You will have some layers fall out, so I do think if you want it to last throughout the day, you probably are better off putting some clips here on the side, but it is possible to get it off your neck. You can simply just tuck it. One of my favorite ways of wearing wigs is just have one side tucked. You can tuck it on the other side as well, so you do it both sides. Half up, half down. Let's have a look if that's possible. It is. You have these kind of face framing layers fall out, which is just adorable. Headband, so you can have it like so. Or you can just stick it in at the top. And maybe tuck one side. And as shown previously, you can just twist back this front layer here. So I really hope you enjoyed this review. The link to this piece is down below in the description box. If you have any questions, any comments, just pop them down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope I see you very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.